My man Bernie Burns, Bernie man, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
I write rhymes for Beamer, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
I write
site.
rhymes for Beamer, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
I write rhymes for Beamer, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a
I write
master
rhymes
site.
for Beamer.
Peace, it's your man Burns, and you're now locked into Twin2ition presents Clear the Air.
Yes, where we at? Yay, one more time. A different look and a different feel. We are still currently actively on vacation, so we're gonna make this one really quick, y'all. As Nicole on the board just said right before we hit record, that this has been the only really nice day that we had to go out and do beach stuff, but we've been out on the beach, you know, but as far as the weather goes and the water and all that other shit, motherfuckers like getting in the ocean. And as of late, we really ain't been able to get in them motherfuckers. Well, really me, because it's got to be perfect conditions. But that's why we do take 2 weeks off. Ain't that right, Nicole, on the boards? Yep. And just to, move along, a lot of shit didn't happen. A lot of fun, a lot of memories has been made and everything like that. So, just to say at least, a lot of funny shit been happening. But I wanted to start off serious because last time we talked on the podcast, I was telling you about Teddy Bridgewater, the former NFL player that turned high school head coach, and he has something to say. Let's see if we can get it queued up.
Father first before anything, and when I decided to coach, those players became my sons, and I wanted to make sure that I just protect them in the best way that I can, and I think that's what came about. Miami Northwestern is in a tough neighborhood, and sometimes things can happen when kids are walking home and different things like that. So I just try to protect them, give them, a ride home instead of them having to take those dangerous walks. But I just want people to continue to see me for the person that I've been, from the time I arrived in the NFL, from the time that I arrived at the University of Louisville. Just a humble guy who has a big heart and a cheerful giver. There are a lot of changes, you like to see. But, I guess in due time, those changes will happen. But until then, man, I can't change who I am, because of the rules. Like, I have a big heart. I get it from my mom. And, I just always said that I was once those kids. And I know what it's like to be in their shoes. I know what it's like to walk those halls at Miami Northwestern and to have your stomach growling and rumbling at 12 o'clock in the afternoon because you didn't have any lunch money or you don't get the free lunch. So I can't change who I am. I'll still give to those kids just because, man, I know what it's like. And I'll still give. Not only, when I say give, it's not even about money. It's about my time and my presence, because a lot of times you see your idol on TV and it's like, man, I wonder what it's like to be that person. But when they see me in the flesh and they see how, I'm an open-spirited person and I'm happy and I'm around them and they fit right in with me and I fit in with them. And it's just hope. And I live by calling myself the neighborhood hope dealer. And I'm hoping that I'm, dealing hope to everyone back in South Florida and across the state of Florida.
Shout out to motherfucking Teddy Bridgewater. All heroes, like they said, do not wear fucking capes, man. And he summed it up the best way he could sum it up, is letting y'all know that it's bigger than football. It's the lasting impact that you can make in somebody's life on the actions you take. Fuck the words, but the actions that you take, man, it's just like that. But yeah, back to switching gears and shit. A late, but on time. I said on time, where the motherfucking chimes at. On time Father's Day gift opportunity. I don't know how you call it, press release, or it was just a whole big thing, right? And what we did, went to go see the Fantastic Four movie, but we ain't talking about that, which was a pretty good movie. I like to watch all the comic book shit like that, whatever. But Nicole on the boards had the trick, or an ace, maybe a deuce up her motherfucking sleeve. and we ate at the fucking theater. And Nicole was like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the restaurant as we passing, heading to the movie theater. We're gonna stop by here later." I'm like, "For what? They got food in this motherfucker." And so we ended up pulling up to this local Mexican joint. Not the Mexican joint out here, but that's a different story for a different day. But this local Mexican joint, and it's raining and everything, right, on a Sunday night. And I'm like, "Yo, Nicole, we getting ready to go on vacation. Let me get through this motherfucking week." And so we pull up at the Mexican restaurant. I'm like, "Okay, what the fuck going on?" And I was telling her, I was like, "Yo, you want me to get out?" She's like, "Yeah, get out." I'm like, "Man, I better be getting a motherfucking sombrero in this motherfucker." And she was so tied up on what the fuck she was doing. It was us and the kids. And she was like, just walked right past the hostess and shit, went straight to the bar and was telling me and the kids to sit down at the bar. And I'm like, "Yo, those niggas can't sit at the bar." And anyway, they sat down at a booth. Dude started handing out nachos and shit. I'm sitting here looking at her and she just looking at me. "You want something to drink?" "No, nigga, I want to go home." And lo and behold, I look up and it's my nigga, and accompanied by Miss Swiss Miss, but Jada Jeweler pulled up on me, y'all. And had a care package in their hands. I'm like, "What the fuck you doing here?" And I'm like, "Oh, hell no, can't be. What the fuck you here for?" And he said, "Man, you know I had to come and lace you, man. You know, X, Y, and Z." And he pulled up on me, y'all. And I'm gonna see if I can, pull it out. It ain't close enough, but I got some pictures and shit. But pulled up and gave me a one-on-one Clear the Air pendant, man. And I was just at awe. I mean, I can't even express the words I was feeling that night. Still to this day, to see something like this get put together. And, so all the credit, all the love, all the admiration to my wife, man, Nicole on the boards, y'all. Because she really did, I mean, they tell you can't tell everybody your dream, right? And, I was just, but she was one that was help, I guess, not necessarily facilitate, but pumping me up with the dream. And was like, "Yo, I believe you can do it. You can do it." I mean, and not only just the podcast, but other shit and in life and in general. And just like, "Yo, I believe you can do it." And I want to, really to shout out to you. Not only you, you know what I'm saying, but how the podcast go, like I said, it's called Hope Dealers. But, people really out here dealing motherfucking hope, man. It's just like motherfucking that. And it's a big thing I say to everybody I meet. It's like, yo, your attitude don't stay with you. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, whatever it is, malicious, it don't stay with you, yo. So, like I said, continue to deal that hope, Nicole, on the motherfucking board. I give you a hard time, but it's all I love. And it's just like that. So I appreciate you one more time. Anything you wanted to add to that? Because we're gonna expeditiously get through this motherfucking podcast so you can go swim in the ocean, Moana.
Well, I guess.
Talking to the mic.
I guess.
Your mic ain't on. Turn it on. Oh, there we go. Oh shit.
I guess that, the process of getting it made and trying to hide that I was getting it made was hard as fuck. And it was like, I felt like if the shoes was on the other foot, I'd be like, "Who the fuck you texting? Why you always sneaky with your phone?" And like, once it was finally fucking done, it was just like a relief. And it was like, see, that's why I've been sneaky with my phone.
Oh yeah, and I was just like, I ain't gonna fuck. I had a conversation last night with everybody. There was something going on at the beach house, and I was like, look, I really don't give a fuck. Like, y'all understand that? Like, I'm forming 911, firefighter, fire department, EMT. Sometimes, like, I got paid for everybody's business to be my motherfucking business. If I ain't getting paid for your fucking business to be my business, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm minding my motherfucking business. You can be get stabbed right next to me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Call 911, but I ain't them, and they ain't me. So it's just like that. But yeah, I don't even really, that's just me. I don't really give a fuck really ain't there. But switching gears, vacation. This is our hard reset, y'all. I might put this motherfucker up on a paywall, behind a paywall, because it took a lot of time, effort, a lot of shit to get this podcast done. We I wouldn't say we behind episode because usually we take a little vacation, like a little break off around this time, and then probably hit you with like a double whammy. But this time, I want to do a little bit different, y'all, to let y'all know that like we here to clear the air. Like how you do anything is how you do everything. Like I tell everybody, yo, and the consistency is the biggest key to success. And I had a conversation with a gentleman yesterday, and it just talking about the podcast, won't necessarily pitching it or whatever. And I would just tell him, like, look, like this was the vision. These are the actions that I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? These are the people I'm bringing along with me. And right now, like I said, my circle has changed, and not to a detriment or to anybody else, but my circle has changed, you know what I'm saying, to the point where it's like I'm in a room full of people that got the same belief, got the same admiration, got the same wherewithal to use their fucking gifts and not nobody else's gifts or talents, man. And the main thing is everybody's being consistent, and to the point where it's just like after having that conversation with my man Jay, it was like, look, though, like you got invited into the room. There's the table, and there's y'all fucking chairs. So shout out to him, bro. So. Oh yeah, but yeah, back to the vacation shit. I'm gonna have a picture pulled up next to me, y'all. But the first leg with my family, my little cousin Mimi, he came through. And you know, I guess on a lighter note.
No, let's rewind a little bit.
Rewind it. Okay.
So
you want to make it long?
I'm about to make the setup for the picture. Okay, so the day before we went to the beach. Red flags and everything, but you know, you can still get in to a certain point, like up to your knees, let the waves hit you or whatever. You just can't get in and actually swim. They rented a surfboard. This nigga don't even know how to swim like that.
Oh yeah.
Put the life jacket on, went out there with the surfboard, and then like everybody else got in the water, and towards the end of the day, we was all like, the fuck, something feel like it's biting me or something, right?
Oh yeah.
So there was these little teeny tiny baby crabs in our fucking bathing suits. And so everybody rinsed off or whatever. His ass still out in their water trying to surf. And let me mind you, the TV show Outer Banks, I told him, I said, you don't know how to surf? He said, I watch Outer Banks. And I'm like, nigga, you don't know how to surf.
It's TV, yeah.
And then there was some like white dudes in the water. And I was like, hey, y'all. And then they looked at me like, she talking to us? And I was like, yeah. He don't know what the fuck he doing. Keep an eye on him. He gonna knock your asses out. So then, end of the day, everybody else rinsed the crabs and everything off. He rinsed the crabs out his bathing suit. And I was like, I bet you got crabs like a motherfucker in your damn head. So I started looking through his hair, and he had little baby crabs on his head. So then he was supposed to wash his own hair.
I ain't getting the water, y'all, by the way. Go ahead.
He was supposed to wash his own hair, and he washed it, but his ass ain't do a good job. And that led to the photo.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, and it started off like everybody eating and shit, and little cuz, I think I'd leave and come back because Nicole was like, hey, I'm going to be here a while. Unless I go get the goddamn
my brush,
my detangling brush. So we was about 2 miles away from the other beach house. So I drive, get the fucking brush. I come back. He got 10 goddamn hands in his motherfucking head. Everybody got something in their hand, and I look because I'm like, you told me to get a goddamn brush, and everybody got a brush. And I look a little harder, and these motherfucking niggas got motherfucking forks and shit trying to goddamn detangle this nigga head, y'all. I was like, yo, what the fuck going on, man? He's sitting there just going through
that shit was fucking working though. Cause like Janelle had supposed to been detangling brush, or maybe it was a wig brush. I don't know the difference. Mm-hmm. But I thought like the ones that the bristles like can move, and like the frame part of the brush, it flexes and moves and bounces and all that shit. I thought those were detangling brushes, but that detangling brush she had weren't doing shit.
Oh, well, yeah. The nigga
So-
had like forks and I'm not supposed to say knife. Nigga had.
The pick weren't doing nothing.
Hey, just make sure whoever getting that unit, y'all go ahead and hit that goddamn dishwasher one more time, just once over all your dishes and shit. I mean, they did throw it in the dishwasher, but go ahead and hit that shit one more time for the one motherfucking time, and it's just like that. Shout out to Mimi for being a good sport as well. And on a more somber note,
By the time we was done, would you
What's
say
up?
he looked like?
I don't remember.
He said he looked like somebody from the 5 Heartbeats.
Oh shit! Yeah, he did. Oh my bad. But yeah, switching gears. You know what I'm saying, because life still lives or lives, what you want to call it. And unfortunately, every time we do this podcast, there's always something big. Saying this happens during the podcast, or not during the podcast, during the vacation. Pardon me. And unfortunately, I wanted to send our deepest condolences out to the Hardy family for real. But my cousin's cousin lost his mother during the vacation as well.
Their first day here.
First day here, yo. And
Weren't even here 24 hours and got the message.
Yep. So I definitely wanted to shout out, the Hardys, man. Shout out Cutter, man, for real. Sending our condolences and our love to the family as well, man. And that's I was telling him when we were sitting on the porch when he got back, and I was just like, look, bro, it's kind of hard to talk, have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? There's one club you don't want to be part of is, what I'm saying, the No More Moms Club, right? And I really do want to, just to, kind of just chop it up with them and, let them know that, I'm here for them, whether it's just conversation or whether they just need me to listen to you, dog, because I was out here 13 years ago and got the news that my mom passed away. So, like I said, I wanted to send my deepest condolences as well to him, man. Shout out to the late Miss Louise Vanessa Owens as well, man. You will be missed. You all love the family. We're sending prayers out to all the loved ones, everybody affected. But the main thing is the main thing for all y'all that's out here, that's living, that's walking, that's talking, that's breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like, know that this thing right here called life is a short story, man. But what you do in the between time is really what fucking matters, man. It's just like that. So shout out to the family. Throw you that back. All right, Nicole on the boys break. What?
Funny story. Well, coincidental story, I guess. So when Hoggie's mom passed and we was out here with the same cousin that was here with the other cousin that's mother passed. And his thought, because, he was always the one to make his mama laugh and everything. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the message or whatever. And first, before we got the message, we got a call that, they talking about putting your mama on dialysis. She refuses to do dialysis, but she told them that they can do one round. That's it, to see if it helped. And if it didn't make a big change, she weren't doing it no more.
Yeah, so
we already knew that, once they said dialysis, she weren't going to do that. She weren't running with that shit. So we went home, seen her while she was still here. And then it was like a day or two later.
Yeah.
We got the message that she was gone. So this nigga, he goes, I'm going to give my mama something to laugh at on her way to heaven. And he starts taking all his clothes off on the beach and starts running butterball ass naked on the beach. So everybody, all the other adults that was with us, we all follow suit. And I was, 8 months pregnant?
Yeah.
I was 8 months pregnant. So I'm running butt ass naked. And I'm the only light skinned one in the group. And this is towards like the end of our time here. So like, I'm way darker than y'all are used to right now. Hence the watch mark. But, so, the areas that don't hit the sun, that shit was glowing in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But we suggested, hey, we can give your mama something to laugh at. But he was like, no. But back to you.
All right, shit. So yeah, that was just a full circle moment for all of us, though, for real, for real. But if y'all ready to get this motherfucking podcast started, give me a motherfucking hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. What?
Let's clear the motherfucking air, y'all.
No doubt. K-Slate brought us over here to clear the air, you know what I mean?
And you know what? And that's what I want to do, man. I want to clear the air, man.
Baby, God will interfere. This industry shit is weird. Tell him to clear the air. Was writing in the dark.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Damn, you do start fast, don't you?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Shit.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Pull up on me.
My man Bernie Burns. My man Bernie Burns.
Bernie, Bernie.
Hell no! Hell no! Can't have it. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. She looks over at her husband and she looks down in her lap and she says, "Honey, this one's eating my popcorn."
Is this what you want? Huh? Is this what you want?
Let's clear the motherfucking air, y'all. I go by the name of Hoggie, accompanied by my wife, Miss Nichole, on the motherfucking boards. And we're here to clear the motherfucking air. This is Twin2ition presents Clear the Air, episode 41. Hope dealers, man. And like I said before, I got a hot take, Nichole, on the boards. And the hot take is this, man. In the very, very somber news, the corporation, pardon me, I can't read today, for the public broadcasting announced Friday, this was 2 weeks ago, that they will begin shutting down PBS networks after Congress has canceled previously approved funding for the nation's steward of public media access. And the CPB said in a statement that it will begin a orderly wind down of its operations after nearly 60 years with the support of the federal government. It said that most staff positions will conclude with the close of the fiscal year on September 30th, 2025. A small team of employees will remain through January 2026. It added it did not specify how many people in total were being laid off, and that's due to that motherfucker in the goddamn White House. I just wanted to let y'all know that as well, and it's just like that.
At where?
PBS. They're shutting down PBS, Sesame Street and shit. Netflix picked up Sesame Street, so they can keep Sesame Street, but PBS was a public broadcasting network.
Barney, because I seen some new Barney shit.
I mean,
at Walmart.
Maybe it's still a different brand and stuff, but public media, public access, they weren't trying to sell the kids shit, but information and knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the Reading Rainbow when we grew up on, hence Sesame Street and shit like that. And those of y'all who follow me on
somebody need to be
social,
smart and pick up all that shit.
Yeah,
but then they want the
money. Corporations won't. They're gonna try to
that they can put in. They want to be all inclusive and shit and have
gay shit
in there
and to each his own. But I just keep it a bean with you, like to each his own. But that's their way of
I feel like PBS must be like a Christian.
PBS was public broadcast network. It wasn't necessarily Christian or whatever, no denomination, but it was people doing the right fucking thing for the right fucking reasons, not getting, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's fucked up. So
that's sad.
Yep, really.
Because
really
for real, like if you think about it, PBS was the only thing that was on TV that was free for kids.
Yep, Channel 23 if you lived in the hood where I stayed at.
Yeah. Like. What was free on any other channel that was kid friendly?
Nothing.
Not
a motherfucking thing.
The closest you had to a cartoon when we was growing up, that was on a different channel, was The Simpsons, and that shit really ain't fucking kid friendly.
Oh no, that ain't kid friendly at all. It's just a cartoon. With the cartoon, yeah. And the Simpsons set up a whole
That's
plethora of
that's
shit.
real fucked up because it's like excuse me. I woke up not too long ago. I feel like they just don't want to have something that they're trying to force people to have to pay for cable or streaming services and stuff, because the streaming services and the cable and stuff, they can put that influence with whether it's ads or something like that to manipulate, and for real, they are manipulating people.
Yeah, and that's why you be looking at me
That's
like, you still watching the movie?
sex offender characteristic.
You still watching them? Like,
They're considered
man, that shit.
sexual.
Yeah.
I mean, master manipulators.
That's what it is, man. It's all control. It's a game of control, and that's what we here to lighten your motherfucking asses. So I appreciate y'all. But before I do anything else, call to action, call of motherfucking action. The Clear the Air bucket hats, they are sold out, but we still are doing the raffle. All you got to do is send me a DM for details. It's just $10 for a motherfucking 60 plus goddamn bucket hat, man. It's just like that, man. It's got Twin2ition logo on the front or the back. It's all about perspective, y'all. And it's got Clear the Air on the front or the motherfucking back, because it's all about fucking perspective, and it's one of one. So get your hands on one of the motherfuckers, and it's just like that. Clear the motherfucking air. Also, I want you to stop what you're doing right now. I said stop, and go ahead and just subscribe to the show. Clear the Air. Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. We can be found on IG at Clear the Air. That's ClearTheheir. YouTube at Clear the Air. Facebook at Clear the Air. Threads at Clear the Air. The only thing that is different is X/Twitter. We can be found at Twin2ition Pod, and that's TWIN2. The number 2, ITIONPOD. And it's just like motherfucking that, y'all. Clear the motherfucking that. For real. And it's just like that. Let's see what we're gonna do as we roll around. Hey. Race check. Race check Nichole on the boards, man. And like I said before, this race check, ladies and gentlemen, is sponsored by it'sallaboutgees.com. Just go to www.it'sallaboutgees.com, and he has all his albums up there. He's got content, and he also has merchandise as well. And he also has a vinyl and a CD, which I like physical media, y'all. In a digital age, I love motherfucking physical media. But that new project, After De Niro, is now up. You can get that. And he just dropped a motherfucking single too when we was out this motherfucking that bitch go. So shout out to G's. Go to www.it'sallaboutgees.com. And it's just like that, y'all. But back to the race check at hand. Nichole on the boards.
Mm-hmm.
This is a sports related one again, okay? Because you got a sports one last pod. But can you name me one street baller?
No.
Do you like condiments? I was throwing you an alley-oop. All right, Nichole can't name me one street ball. It's kind of, I expected that, but I know y'all typing in the chat. And,
I feel like I've seen them do like the M1 shit back in the day.
But you never follow it like that?
No. Oh. And I damn sure, maybe like if you said it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember. I feel like it might have been somebody that had something to do with some mayo or something.
No, but she. So I give you a valiant effort. What a goddamn
I don't know if I
valiant effort. But there was this and one street baller by the name of Hot Sauce. He came from Atlanta. His name was Hot Sauce.
I feel like I've heard that before.
Alley Mo. You got the Professor. Everybody that was and one street baller. Fanatics knew Skip to My Lou. He was one. Escalade. So yeah, shout out to And1. I was watching that motherfucking And1 documentary here on one of the fucking many rainy days that we had out here. And I was like, I'm gonna race check the fuck out of this shit, man. Cause we here for the motherfucking culture, y'all. And Aaron One making a comeback, to my understanding. I don't necessarily know if they still doing the street ball and shit. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, they are still doing the street ball shit. Where my goddamn air horn at? And also applause. Shout out to God Golden, yo. He gonna be featured on Clear The Heir Music Spotlight very soon. I follow his socials, man. He out there balling, yo. And I'm like, yo, this nigga out here balling. Both of them. Yeah, God Golden. And what was the other cat name? I can't think of his name off the top of my head, and I do apologize, man. I had him featured as well. Shit. Hold up, let me, because I'm really big on that. Goddamn. Yeah, God Golden was the dude from You Know the Drill, and the other cat with the took all his clothes off and shit in the performance, man. He both of them ball. Big Al, yeah, Big Al Harrison. Thank you, Nicole, and boy. She got out her phone as I was fucking over here sweating trying to remember his motherfucking name, and I've been just looking at all the dude content like. Shit's tight, man. But yeah, shout out to that shit as well, yo. And yeah, Nicole got the race check question wrong for real. But yeah, moving right along with the podcast, y'all, because we're gonna keep the shit going.
Hit that button one more time.
Hit the button one more time. Now she wanna try to give me with some. Okay.
Race check.
A game of black identity. Go ahead.
So,
okay.
Last podcast, it was not a sports related.
It was Allen Iverson.
No, it wasn't.
I asked you about Allen Iverson. Then I asked you about Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Oh, it was two of the same podcast.
It was two in the same podcast, kind of like right now. But go ahead. A game
all
of
right.
Black identity.
So anyway,
race check. A game of black identity.
Playing off the Cosby Show. How many shows did Bill Cosby have that was damn near the same title?
How many shows did he have?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was it called Cosby? One of them was called Cosby. They just rebranded it, right? And added different characters, right? That's what they do. So how many? I don't know. 3. Let's say 3. What we got? 3.
All right. Technically 4.
Okay.
But can you name them shows?
The Cosby Show, Bill Cosby Show, and Cosby. I have no fucking idea. No. I just know he did the Cosby Show.
So
I'm sure it had something to play on Cosby.
Okay, so he did the Cosby Show.
Boom. With a damn
See, I think I kind of gave it away because I said same.
I mean, but that's how they do it.
Thing. So then he had the Bill Cosby Show. Then he had Cosby. And then he had for the kids, Little Bill.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about little motherfucking Bill, man. I told you that, hey, I'm one of the ones. The reason why, because, like, I seek to understand shit, right? Like, I'm all about knowledge. And I feel like knowledge is power, and power is change, and change is good, man. Everybody don't like change, but change is good. And I say that because I've learned in the entertainment industry, this is how they do with not paying motherfuckers, yo. So when they renew a show or renew a season or whatever, they'll change the name of it and make it a whole new property so these motherfuckers don't get the incentives and advances that coming with a long tenured show would get. Hence, that's why Martin's show got canceled after a while, man, because he was in the business of make sure everybody was eating, and it's just like that. So what you got to add?
And it was actually 5.
Okay.
The last one was The Cosby Mysteries.
Never heard that one. I guess they probably still going on. If you know, you know. No, I'm just fucking around.
That was 94 to 95.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still a little nigga. Oh yeah, but let's move right along. Like I said, y'all, we're gonna be here for a long time. We're just here for a motherfucking good time and fit check. I'm quite sure y'all been looking at the threads like, yo, these niggas ain't wearing they latest street motherfucking gear. What the fuck going on? Oh yeah, we had to put that shit on, man, because we be outside with our shit on, and it's vacation, so we had to come outside in the in the comfortable shit, man. And I I couldn't tell you what the fuck it is, who name
Got
it
his
is.
Rico Suave shit on.
Yeah, I got a little something little slight, you know what I mean? Silk bandana and everything. And Nicole got her latest, look like a walking, talking China goddamn closet over there as well. But it looks very nice as well.
Walking, talking grandma.
Somebody calling you.
I know.
Oh,
I hear it. It's Tasha.
oh,
A walking, talking grandma's china cabinet.
yes sir, yes ma'am.
My grandma had literally probably hundreds of china that was this type of
Plates and shit.
plates, cups, bowls, teacups, decorative vases and all that stuff. Like she collected this stuff to the point where, like, when my grandma passed, you know, she had certain items that she had already like mapped out that she want. This is what she
if she called
she
me,
wanted me to
I'ma
have,
answer
my
her some
sister and all
podcast.
that stuff.
Okay.
And so like actually before my grandma passed, I guess maybe she knew or could feel that she ain't had that much time. So like before my grandma passed, she had me putting stuff in a box of her china stuff for me to take home. When I think I randomly spent the night at my grandma's house one night.
Mm-hmm.
And
You were lit that night too. Not fucking with you.
you
Just-
spent the night at my grandma's house too.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you, man. Trying to play on.
But yeah, it makes me think of my grandma.
Mm-hmm. Your ass belong in a motherfucking China cabin with that shit on. Fit check, goddammit. Still look good though, regardless. All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen. I know what y'all came here for. I tell everybody this, man. You know, Clear the Air. I can't really. Well, I can tell you what the show is and what it was for, but it's for the demographic who really fuck with it, right? And we got a large following of musicians and artists, talented people, vocalists, people who do music, who play instruments and shit like that. And say all that to say this, man. The laptop been open, but the way the cut is, the shot is, and shit is a little different. Maybe the table a little shorter, whatever the fuck it is. But the laptop is open. And with that being said, man, this means only one thing and one thing only. And this is the music spotlight this week. God damn it, where my air horns at? A vacation edition of Music Spotlight. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to first and foremost shout out my brother, all the way from the BX that hails right now in lovely sunshiny Florida. My brother, my main man, Mr. Motherfucking Freestyle Friday himself, Mr. Charles HERRON, y'all. And quick backstory. Charles hit me up on some shit and was like, "Yo, brother, man, I'm gonna need this." And I was like, "Oh, what you think about this?" And I'm like, "Oh, no question." And of course, I was in the middle of trying to, get all this shit together to, bring to you guys a vacation episode of Clear the Air. Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. And I ended up lacing some shit for him. And he's got a new project he's working on right now that he made a big announcement right before we hit record on the pod, Nichole and the boys, as far as a single might be dropping. But with that all being said, August 11th, Charles HERRON, Chuck Chan just dropped the Siberian Bear Suits LP. And I said I ended up hitting the pre-order link back July 11th and got all the shit sent to me. And I'm rocking with it. And I got some songs I got circled on there, whatever. But when the junk dropped yesterday, man, August 11th, everybody started coming out the woodwork, man. I mean, he had 10,000 streams, Nichole, within maybe 2 hours of the shit. And you start to see all the different comments, people liking songs. I'm like, yo, that's on my list. Yep, that one too. Okay, yep, that one too. So it's only right, it's only fair, man, that your music spotlight this week, man. And it was a toss up trying to pick a song. So when you caught me in here, you was like, thought you was been done setting this shit up. I was trying to pick my most favorite track. And this track right here, y'all, without further ado, and this is coming from the Siberian Bear Suits LP. Charles HERRON, Chuck Chan, but also featuring, and this is the first time ever I didn't really put a feature artist or artists or artiste on the music spotlight that I have not talked to yet, right? And when I listened to the show, I was like, oh, these niggas is just tight when I first heard it. And without further ado, y'all, this is coming from the Siberian Bear Suits LP. This is called OUTSIDEZ, because we be outside with that shit on. Featuring NAZZY ZAK G, Siberian Bear Suits, Charles HERRON, Chuck Chan. Since 86, let's motherfucking go.
Yeah, we the hottest in the city now. We held the torch before dreamers, but it's litty now. I'm from the hill and you can't go there. The niggas that I know there will leave you on the floor there. Fuck being overlooked, rather be overbooked. Never had a blueprint, I'm the one that wrote the book. You're the one that followed too, I would wanna follow too. If you don't got more followers than me, why would I follow you? I'm talking late nights at my mama's house. The guys are rolling through and they left burn holes on my mama's couch. She kicked me out the crib, I did the same thing up at Noah's house. And before you judge, I've been through shit that y'all don't know about. When I look back at my past, so what a life. And 2 arms will make it right. All my cards, I played them right.
I played them right now. I play them right. Yeah, I gotta say some shit right now. Done the most in a city, they still don't give it to me. I wake up and piss excellence, all you do is get pissy. What a life, take culture to new heights. Watch vultures spread their wings, descend on me for nights. A message to the strife, my mecca is these break beats. I pray knees bent, so I stay balanced to weather the nest. You Elliot Ness, I'm Machiavelli holding a tech. You wanted all the smoke, so smoke this cigarette, gangster. You say you're so able, I see your truth fable. I see my youth fading, I see the new Play-Doh. Pass on relevance like rhyme passing seed. My rebirth every year so I can shed all the genes. Put mine under microscopes, that's the blood of a king. Blood on the leaves, branches and trunk, root of some needs. Root for my team, we oozing love, put us at ease. Here's the key, now watch me lock up these streams. When
I look back at my past, so what a life. And 2 arms will make it right. All my cards, I played them right.
Yeah, talk to him like a silverback up in the jungle gym. Trouble in times humble y'all. So just like you struggling, going for mine, looking you fine, pushing a dime, pushing a line, push to refine and come across salvation in rhyme. We going hell and killer, I can see the signs. We outside, you on the other side, the weather's looking fine. So decide whether or not you niggas wanna shine. Under pressure, chasing cheddar, ducking 12, you only 13. Youngins only selling what you tell them is the pipe dream. The wrong theme, shorty outside with the machine. Listen, so when you look back at your past, what a life, that 2 wrongs don't make it right. And on your cards, you play them right, brother.
When I look back at my past, so what a life. And 2 arms will make it right. All my cards, I played them right.
Right now, I played them right.
Oh yeah.
Charles HERRON, Charlie Chan, Siberian versus.
Deep in the heart of Mother Russia, 33 of our finest minds have gathered to answer the scourge of our nation, Siberian bears. After 22 years of research over 1,000 test subjects, we finally have the answer. The following audio documentation is previously redacted material we have declassified in the spirit of cooperation with our friends. Yes. Commander, please play file 00 Alpha 347, subject Alpha. We at Kremlin hope these released materials will further the cooperation between our 2 nations. So with that, comrade.
I can let that motherfucker go. I can let that bitch go the whole motherfucking time, y'all. But that was Charles HERRON. Also Zak G and NAZZY, yo. And that was coming from the Siberian Bear Suits, Chuck Chan. Charles HERRON, stand the fuck up, y'all. Only last question I gotta ask is this, y'all.
Can I please have more, sir?
Yes, indeed. Siberian bastards. Hey, and as while I'm saying that, y'all, calling all artists, calling all motherfucking artists. If you want to be featured on our show, Twin2ition presents Clear the Air as a music spotlight. Just send us a DM for further details, and let's clear the motherfucking air. And it's just like that, y'all. Shout out to all the artists and producers, man. This grace this Clear the Air stage, man. I can keep going, man, but y'all go ahead and just check the fucking receipts, man. Go to the fucking website, go to the socials, go to YouTube, man, and just type in music spotlight Clear the Air. Cause I keep receipts, man. It's just like motherfucking that, man. But shout out to all y'all. For real, man. Keeping it on with music, y'all. BET, Nichole on the boards, has officially suspended both the Soul Train Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards indefinitely due to poor ratings, financial pressures, and shifting viewer habits. And for us, we basically going, you know.
How can you say it's shifting viewer habits? You're not putting the shit on BET.
Clear the motherfucking air.
Like, when the last time you seen music videos on BET?
Never since we got out of fucking high school. Not even high school. Was it high school when we got a video? 2005. I'm aging me now, but
I don't know.
It's been a while. I go to YouTube now for music videos and shit.
Motherfucker, you can go on YouTube for music videos. You can go on fucking Apple Music and watch music videos
too. Yep.
Like y'all fucked yourselves up.
Yeah, well, they had new ownership, you know, new niggas come in and want to change up shit. So, I mean, I feel like if you was going to fuck it up, you should just no longer name it BET. That's what y'all did to UPN. Oh, my bad. I was too busy clearing the motherfucking air, y'all.
I feel like
what?
The Soul Train Award, I mean, I get that they're not having that because they don't have fucking music on the shit no more. So the BET Awards, was that just going to be like the TV shows and shit and movies and shit that they produce?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know what the fuck the BET Awards is anymore.
Me neither.
When it was, because it damn sure couldn't have been music because y'all didn't put fucking music on your channel.
But they had music on there.
Unless we just was old and we go to bed before they put music.
No, uncutting is no longer a thing. But back to the article, according to Being Black is Lit, it says BET has officially suspended both the Soul Train Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards indefinitely, according to CEO Scott Mills. He cited poor ratings, financial pressures, and shifting viewer habits, especially viewers moving to TikTok, YouTube, and streaming platforms as the main reasons behind the decision. Mills also emphasized that the awards aren't being canceled permanently, but are being reimagined for today's digital-first landscape, possibly as hybrid events, BET Plus specials, digital exclusive program. However, no format has been or time has been confirmed. And basically, in this digital age, these niggas just trying to run it up on a consumer and have you fucking pay to play like Xbox motherfucking Live on every part or piece of fucking content out here. And
they doing that shit like the NFL.
That's why I don't be watching TV, yo.
They doing that shit like the NFL.
Real shit.
Like the NFL done put games on what?
YouTube, Netflix,
Prime Video,
CBS Sports Network, and I'm gonna say the last one.
What you gotta have for all those?
Huh?
What do you gotta have for all those?
You gotta have in there for one, and then for two, you gotta have a fucking subscription. For
you heard the subscription bell just ring.
Mm-hmm.
So that means subscribe.
Hey, hell yeah, subscribe to the show.
Since they are hitting bowls with spoons and shit.
Yeah, subscribe to the show. Yeah, we can be found at Clear the Air, man. Just hit that subscribe button, man, and just like that, y'all. But moving right along, man. Like I said, I'm gonna try to push this shit in, man. For all of y'all just got information overload. I don't give a fuck, cuz.
See, I'm a bad boy on the corner, so move from on ya, cause I'm dangerous. Whoa, see.
Shout out to Barrington Levy, y'all. But whenever you hear that sound, that is Black history you may not know, or Black history you did not know. And I wanted to shout out Mr. Lonnie Johnson, Nicole on the boys. Lonnie Johnson. He's the inventor of the Super Soaker, one of the world's best-selling toys, and he finally was awarded $72.9 million in a settlement with Hasbro for unpaid royalties nearly 24 years after creating the invention. That's a motherfucking win, even though he's old as fuck now. But that's still creating generational wealth. I ain't know a black man created a motherfucking Super Soaker, yo. Did not know that. And it had me thinking about, segregation. When we getting hit with water hoses, they was like, you know what? How can I hit a bitch with water and they laugh about it? Put in the goddamn gun. I'm just saying. That's just my take on it. I'm just saying. But yeah, shout out to Lonnie, man, for real, for being the real MVP, man, for spraying these motherfuckers back and they not know it. I mean, Super Soaker has now turned into a hybrid. The other cats that's out here with us, the kids brought out the motherfucking water gun that
the electric jump.
Pop, pop, pop. Yeah.
They're just shooting water like it's bullets for real.
Yeah, so yeah, shout out to Lonnie Johnson, man. A real motherfucking pioneer, y'all.
And then they also got the water bead jank that we got at home that we always forget to fucking bring.
Yeah. I got a feeling soon as I bring that motherfucker out, they're gonna stop making the beads and it's gonna be obsolete.
I wonder if you can use the regular like Orbsy beads. No, or if they're a different type of beads.
You get real cheap and get the potpourri beads.
I legit thought about that shit.
See, exactly. See, nigga shit, shit.
But the Orbsy ones, it's like a jelly. We haven't used the other one, so I don't know if it's like hollow in there where it's not jelly. It just the casing or whatever the bead is expands, but it actually has water in it.
Could be,
or if it's jelly beads.
We don't know.
But I guess you got to do it to find out.
You got to do it to find out. Hell yeah. Yeah, switching gears, y'all. For those of y'all who just,
I got a great idea.
What's up?
You're not off the first day of school, are you?
Fuck no. I'll go back to work.
I'm about to say.
What?
I'll say we can soak them motherfuckers when we get back and get their asses when they're getting off the bus. First day of school.
Especially if them shoes untied. Getting off the motherfucking bus. Your shoes untied. First day of school, I'm fucking you up, kids. Back to switching gears because I can't be here too long today, y'all. The reason why this podcast started for all the new listeners, I want to tell y'all welcome. But the reason the podcast started, man, is really to get black men talking, man. Our goal, as well as everybody else's, is, in the black community, we wanted to get everybody talking because it's often looked down upon to say, hey, you may be suffering something like a mental breakdown or something like that. And they feel like that's more of a white people thing. But we wanted to really get black men talking. Our why is really to bring the families together. Also, bridging the gap between families, friends, because we feel like, life in a way, it gets, in the way and it kind of clouds our judgment of others, man. But, having that ability to self-assess, what I'm saying, when you get on this platform and you speak your words and you hear your words and you see your words on YouTube, because I pay real money for that shit. But it should convict you to be able to make a change. Change starts within you. We wanted to also give inspiration and hope to the young and old. And like I say, wanted to have a conversation as well, man. But we really wanted to clear the air to let y'all know this shit y'all seeing right now on YouTube, what y'all hearing on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, all that shit. That's the end result, man. But if I turn the camera around and you see these cameras looking at me, you see these lights, you look at the topic list, it's a lot of work to come in between this thing, man. But we really wanted to clear the air, let you know, believe 100% in you and your ability. And like Cat Williams said, man, there's two things you need to believe in. You need to believe in your God and you need to believe in yourself. And only half of that is right, man. So really, give it all the glory and all the respect, all the due respect, all the admiration to God, man. Like, I wouldn't be here sitting on this platform if it wasn't for the grace of God. And I want to really make that be known, man. Shout out to Clips. Like you say, let God sort them out. And it's just like that. But that's why we brought the podcast here for y'all today. But more importantly, I just wanted to let y'all know to, if you need somebody to talk to, like, don't hesitate, to make that phone call, to, really ask for help. And it took me a time and a while to get there, but I really wanted to let you know, don't let today be the reason tomorrow never happens. Like, just talk about this shit. And it's just like that, y'all. Moving right along, man. Like I said, I wanted to, let y'all know, music and entertainment wise, Charles HERRON, the Uncanny Sega from that Back to Africa joint that I was lucky enough to put on this podcast. They got a new project. And then when they come together, they make Chuck motherfucking Norris. That's the name of their motherfucking Chuck Norris. But they got a EP that's coming out. It's called The Cartridge. And I want y'all motherfuckers to stay tuned for that, y'all. Also, like I said, that SBS, like I said, I laid this music spotlight on this episode. Siberian Bear Suits is now out on all major platforms. Also, go to elasticStage.com/Charles HERRON and get you a copy of that Siberian Bear Suits vinyl while there's still some left, man. It's just like that. And fuck, while you at it, go to CharlesHerron.com, man. That motherfucking website too, boy. Don't miss. He got all kinds of free content on there. He is Mr. Freestyle Friday. Mr. fucking Freestyle Friday. And I say that because I put on the Freestyle Friday in here after I heard the news about BET. We watching all the Freestyle Fridays, and my son was like, they say Freestyle Friday? And I was like, you thinking of, thinking of Charles HERRON? He was like, yeah. I said, yeah, this is the era of hip hop right here. Like, this is towards the end of the golden era of hip hop. I mean, it's a whole different thing now, but yeah, Charles HERRON don't fucking miss, man. Just like that. And he clear the air too. He'll come out there and tell y'all, look, hey, this is how I do the beat. This is what I'm doing this week. I'm writing it right now. Like, he will come up and let you know, like, this is the work behind what you hear on Friday. Like, I'm putting in work, but I'm being consistent, man. That's what the fuck you got to be. Whether you're doing in your walk, your talking life, your gift, be fucking consistent. And just like that. Let's see. What did I wanted to say? Quick little hot take, Nichole, on the boards, because we round up on 55 minutes of the podcast. But a hot take, yo. You got any beach related or vacation related hot takes?
I sure do, I guess.
All right, don't make it long now. Right?
We have been coming on vacation to the Outer Banks since before Taj was born. So that's more than 13 years, okay? And they have an aquarium out here. And we've been to the aquarium several times, right? All of a sudden, this year, you got to have motherfucking prepaid tickets to get in that bitch.
Wow, shit.
So, our peoples or whatever bought tickets online to get in. It was like,
we're talking like we local.
Bought tickets.
Nigga, you just
how the fuck you gotta buy tickets? Man, you just pull up and go in that bitch. You pay to get in. So, lo and behold, man, we playing this shit by ear. Cause, on vacation, we be on nigga time.
Oh yeah, we ain't got no itineraries. Fuck that.
We get there when we get there.
Yep.
So, might gotta bleep this out or whatever. You might decide that you want to slap some cheeks or something.
Right.
In the middle of the fucking day. You could do that shit. You on vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you might be like, hey, 12:30, we be there, and might not show up to damn near 1. So, like, we got there. The itinerary was, they got tickets at 12:30. We got there about what? 12:50.
Oh yeah, we got there a little late.
And Hoggie walked up and it's like, oh, we only sold tickets. We're sold out.
I come out there with gold chain and shit. I'm like, lady, I come out here
at
every
4
year.
p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, I come out here every year. We just pull up. I'm like, lady, y'all realize that I'm not coming back to this fucking island to go to no motherfucking aquarium that I done seen 100 times over. It's just my peoples is here. We trying to come in here and just fuck with them a little bit. Show them around. Y'all ain't even got to do y'all job.
We've done this shit.
I can probably sell some merchandise in here if I wanted, but she was like, I said, lady, don't even worry about it, man. But yeah, that was a good hot take, and I appreciate that, Nichole.
And then, so being that we weren't able to get in, we took the kids to Jump Masters.
Yeah.
And they enjoyed themselves.
Yep.
Carrie got to talk to a little youngin' for a little bit.
This dude, yeah. That was funny. Yeah. Another hot take though. Before we get the fuck out of here, y'all. Y'all know if y'all follow the podcast, man, this is gonna be nerd talk. I'm gonna keep it just strictly, short, sweet, concise. But nerd talk, y'all. Like we mentioned earlier about, the NFL and BET and everybody trying to find this new fucking streaming way where they can just make revenue, cracking down on the password sharing and shit like that. News this week, Nicole, on the boards. Motherfucking WWE just signed a $1.6 billion with a B dollar deal with motherfucking ABC and ESPN for exclusive.
Oh Lord, so
rights
that means
to fucking wrestling, paid live events. Peacock, by the way, Peacock $7.99. I can watch all SmackDown. I can watch all of the paid live events, like the pay-per-views or whatever we call them. SummerSlam, WrestleMania at $7.99. This ESPN deal now then jump up to $30 a month to watch wrestling, but also football and shit too. Because ESPN will be breaking out the jump to come in this fall as a new goddamn subscription service. Not ESPN Plus, but it's gonna be ESPN flagship streaming motherfucking platform, yo. And as a wrestling fan,
so is this gonna be like replacing Sunday Ticket?
ESPN got to deal with motherfucking NFL. ESPN trying to push to have a Super Bowl on there. And how can you make it to everybody? Okay, you ain't got to buy cable, but you can buy a $30 a month goddamn subscription service. That's fucked up. Another caveat to that. Disney, which is under the same umbrella of ABC and ESPN, say, hey, coming this fall, by the way, I know Disney Plus look a little different. Oh yeah, we getting rid of Hulu. So you see a lot of TV on Disney Plus. We getting rid of Hulu. We absorbing Hulu, and Hulu gonna be on Disney Plus. There'll be no longer a Hulu.
So if you only have Hulu, you shit out of luck.
Yeah,
you got to get Disney Plus.
Yeah,
but guess what? We got all three.
Yeah, so hopefully I
we
get some money back.
grandfathered in.
Yeah, maybe they get some money back. If they get rid of Hulu, they better give me something else to go in the Hulu spot.
No, I don't think well.
But the wild part about it, just to stay on topic, to get to finish this podcast up, to watch WWE in 2026 in the United States, you're going to need Netflix for Raw. You're going to need USA and Peacock for SmackDown right now. You're going to need ESPN or YouTube for WWE paid live events, right? Which a Netflix plus Raw, the low tier subscription will be $7.99 a month. I pay $25 for no ads, and I still get fucking ads. And I intentionally yesterday, every time I would watch an ad on a laptop, because they didn't want to take over nobody's TV, they would say, do you like this ad? And I'll say, fuck no, I don't like this ad. Why you don't like it? Because I pay for no fucking ads. I shouldn't have to have a fucking ad on here. I should see them niggas fighting or talking to fans in their goddamn stand while a commercial on, instead of watching a motherfucking ad you trying to sell me some shit. So every time I watch motherfucking wrestling from this point forward, I'm just telling them I don't like the goddamn ad. Just keep clicking it. I don't like the ad. I don't like the ads. I don't like the ads. You always ask me, am I fucking watching Netflix? I'm still fucking paying. I'm still paying. So yes, I'm still fucking watching. But yeah, $7.99 a month. That's $95 a year to get Netflix on the low tier. USA plus Peacock for a SmackDown. That'll be almost $131 a year. ESPN or YouTube, $29.99 a month or $359.88 a year. And you do all that estimated total, you're looking at $1,200 to watch fucking wrestling. Where WWE Network, when it all began, was only $10 a motherfucking month. Fuck y'all, because y'all said fuck the consumers, and it's just like that. Not to mention, every time they come local, I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna go to a WWE event, and I'm like, I got to sit where the fucking floor seats. I'm like, I ain't about to pay that much money to be sitting on the goddamn floor seat and
watching
this shit
some
scripted.
shit that's yeah.
Like a bitch better get hurt, and I love wrestling, but if I'm there, I want somebody to get hurt bad, or it's like, he got hurt. Like your money's worth at your expense because you're getting paid at my motherfucking expense to be entertained. And yeah, I am not entertained if I want to sit at that fucking front row. And it's just like that. Let's see. To fast forward the podcast as we end this podcast, y'all. Like I said, I want to thank y'all.
I don't understand why they cost that much.
WWE.
Yeah, the tickets.
I feel like WWE, it's like the traveling circus show, but it's different. You just got to be in it. You just got to know it. It's from the creative side, I get it. You can create your own value on perception on your own draw. But like to the consumers, like at some point, yo, like there is a I think it's too much money.
I really agree with that because the price on the price of tickets for the fucking nosebleed section is high as fuck still.
Speaking of that, before I get to the
because aren't they like $500 for the nosebleeds?
I don't know. I don't look at no fucking nosebleeds.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Didn't somebody we know sit in the nosebleeds?
Oh yeah, Slash Gibson. Shout out to Slash Gibson, man.
Like sat in the nosebleeds and it's like still high as hell.
He went to WrestleMania though.
That just hypothetically, if all four of us were to go in the nosebleeds and it's $500 a ticket, that's honest, $2,000 for 4 people.
I was thinking about going by myself because y'all niggas don't sit down and watch wrestling with me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to have no posers beside me. I want to have some real wrestling fans. I could be like, hey, yeah, nigga, ah. I don't want to have nobody that's like, oh, that's ain't that? Like, no, I want you to know who the fuck it is, man. By the way, I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, speaking of ticket sales and shit, yo, shout out to the heir to the throne, Mr. Until me bust down my AP, perfect timing. Shedeur Sanders, y'all. The Shedeur Sanders effect is now in full effect in the NFL. And it's just a preseason game, y'all. But you know how the culture does. We rally around our troops. And we had got word that Shedeur last Friday was going to be starting the preseason game as a 4th-string quarterback starting. Bruh, man, showed out. His dad wasn't there. He told dad not to come where he at right now. Shedeur, he came out there, threw for 138 yards, I think 160 or something. I think it was 138, 2 touchdowns. Completion percentage was over 60. And it was tight. It was dope to see. To the point where they were like, look, we know y'all niggas like this nigga. The nosebleeds at the Panther Stadium where they played at, before Shedeur Sanders, they got announced he was a starter, was $9 a ticket. Them fucking tickets jumped to $60 for the fucking nosebleed jump for a preseason game. So I looked at it. The on the field tickets, about $200, I think. Or maybe, yeah, about $200. I think they rose to $300-$400 to see a preseason game. So I mean, I try to tell y'all, culture-wise, black folk, like, we are the fucking draw. We are the ones who set the tone. We are the ones who set the trends, like the Migos said. We are the ones who bring the crowds. We are the ones, yo. Like, that's what Jay Uso said. We are the ones, man. Like, when you know you are the one, you know that you are the draw, you make your own shit. You don't need their shit. And it's the reason why people like P. Diddy, Bill Cosby, is, you know, in the turmoil they are in, because they know that once they realize the influence and the power that they have, that we no longer need these motherfuckers, yo. Like BET. Like, all we need to do is, I'll do a award. We already doing awards over here, Clear the Air, yo. I don't mind putting your videos on this motherfucker. For real. Shit. But when you realize that you are the draw, you are the main attraction, you can make it happen. That's why, like I said, WWE know, like, look, we are the fucking draw. Who we competing against? At this point, we compete against ourselves. To the point where everybody got to mimic us. Like, we are setting the trends. And I saw a podcast this morning when I was putting this podcast together. Well-known podcast, by the way. And I was looking at it. I said, let me see what this nigga talking about. And I turned it on. I was like, that junk come on kind of like Clear the motherfucking Air, yo. I'll show you. But yeah, back to the most important part of this show.
And it used to not come on like that?
Fuck no. Crazy. So maybe somebody in the show, this motherfucking podcast, Clear the Air, but I was like, I never thought of that. But yeah, back to the motivational minute, y'all. This is the most important part of the show. And I say that to say this, like, this is where I give you inspiration. This is what I'm really telling myself. I write it down to myself. I just tell y'all, because evidently niggas need motivation too. But this, I try to be my own catalyst to it. But for the motivational minute, y'all, it's simple. 5-letter word, my bad. Which is START, START. Start. It is the most critical step. Okay. What you're doing right now will, I guarantee you, outlive you. You just got to start. Right? I mean, and I tell everybody, don't worry about what you did yesterday. Treat every day like it's a new day, a new opportunity to just fucking start. I intentionally brought weights to the vacation because I vowed to myself I was going to work out. Just start. Build a habit. It take what it said, 90 days to build a habit or 30 days to build a habit, whatever the fuck it is. Just start. All right.
They said it takes 90 days to break a habit.
And build one.
So it might be like 60 days to build one.
Maybe. Just start. And just like that, y'all. Hey, I go by the name of Hoggie. Come by my wife, Miss Nichole, on the board, y'all. And this is Twin2ition presents Clear the Air. I appreciate y'all rocking with us on this special, very, very special occasion podcast episode of Clear the Air, man. Hope dealers, man. I know we probably out there inspiring somebody somewhere, man. Influencing somebody out there somewhere, man. But I really do appreciate all y'all that's working in your gifts. That's also for y'all that's consistent hitting that play button. And just listen to, my perspective on things, my wife's perspective on things. But really, we wanted to, let y'all know to always pray to have the eyes to see the best in people, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in God. Change your thoughts. You'll change your world. Don't give advice. Live it. People get your message by watching you. And in the words of Lunatic, you'll never lead a flock of men to the promised land. How you gonna hold the crown? We're here to clear the air, y'all. And it's just like that. Because Bernie Burns, before we go, most importantly, you only got one life to live. You only got one life to die. Once you realize that, your only limit is the motherfucking sky. Because Bernie Burns, take us the fuck out of here, man.
My man Bernie Burns, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right round for Beamer, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right
site.
round for Beamer, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master site.
Right round for Beamer, Rovers, overachievers.
Journalism from a master
Right round
site.
for Beamer.